Hey guys, I'm going to do a little work on the Shorty tonight, but I wanted to give a shout out to, well, one to somebody sent me this from Amazon, but didn't put their name on it or put a note in it. So I guess I was talking, I did say something about it, but never thought anything of it. I wasn't expecting somebody to send me one. But I said it in the burn test video because I was using just this with a lighter. Somebody sent me this to put on my torch. So that was really nice. I'm not sure who it was, but I do appreciate it. Whoever sent it, thanks very much. If you hit me down below, I'll give you a shout out. I appreciate it. But if you guys are going to send stuff, throw your name on the thing so that I can at least say thank you. I do appreciate it. And something else, you guys, I did talked about banners and stuff, and we got a banner today from one of the companies that I deal with, or at least I think that's what it is. So they were like super fast on the ball. I know who it's from because I already read the thing, but they sent us this in the mail. Well, that was pretty cool. I don't know if you guys, hopefully you guys can see it. It's a Steed Speed manifold. Oh. Hopefully you guys can see that. Steed Speed banner. So we're going to throw that up on the wall here somewhere. Probably put it up there, but I have to get some help to put it up there because it's kind of a two-person job to put it up there so I don't fall and kill myself because my ladder's kind of rickety. So anyways, big shout out to Steed Speed for sending us the banner. That's cool. And I'm hoping that I'll get a few other banners from some other companies. But that was pretty cool. I did talked about it, and obviously somebody from there was watching and was like, hey, we'll send them a banner. And I do buy stuff from them, so I guess it's one of those things. But I just thought it was cool that they sent a banner. So anyways, we're gonna do a little bit of stuff to the Shorty. I'm probably gonna put some banners up. I don't know if I'll film that because you guys probably don't care to watch that, I don't think. But we're gonna do a little bit of work on the Shorty. So, here we go. So, what we're working on here, shit piled everywhere, is, let's take, what I want to do, so some of you guys probably seen, I don't know how well you can see that in the video, I did these brake lines up, and what I got was these Performance World fittings. This is from one of the suppliers that I deal with. These are brake line holders, I guess you would call them. What do they call them? 3/16 brake line separators is what they call them. And I'm going to have to bend the lines a little bit, but I'm going to put one here and one here, and then I'll probably put another one in here, which you guys won't be able to see. And then I think I'm going to start making the bracket. I was going to do something elaborate, but I don't think I'm going to get super carried away, because when I get the plasma cutter table, which is buried over there, back up and running, I'm going to cut something cool. So I think I'm just going to make something that'll work for now, and then I'll make something nicer later. But I need something because I don't want this moves around really easy, and I don't want it to move around that easy, because you don't want your brake line to break. Otherwise you don't have any brakes. So that's not cool. So, let's get a little light.
Well, I just realized that I didn't film making the brake lines, or if I did, I didn't keep it or something. I don't know. I can't seem to find the footage of it anyway. So I'll do another video later. We'll be doing brake lines on something, I'm sure, and get into it a little bit. Maybe talk about some brake line fittings. Actually, maybe when I get my the new flaring tool, I'll talk about that. But just thought I would let you guys know. I thought I filmed it, but apparently I didn't. So that was my bad. Or I lost it, maybe, could be the thing. But anyways, just so you guys aren't looking for another video, this is be the only video on this part anyway.
All right, guys, got a couple more things for the truck here. I got this little V-band clamp that I was waiting for. Finally got it. That is for the wastegate on the wastegate right there on the downpipe side. So we'll be getting that put in there. I probably won't do that. Actually, I probably won't do that until we get to the point where we're doing the exhaust, I think, anyways. And then also I got some new return lines for the Hydro Boost. I decided for the extra 30 bucks it was for the lines for the Hydro Boost, I should probably change them and not be cheap. So I'm just gonna get into that, go into time lapse and do that, and we'll catch you when that's done. Hey guys, so we're on to a different day now. I'm about just ready to put these lines on, but something that I wanted to mention. I actually screwed up on these brake lines. So on this master cylinder, not all master cylinders are the same, but most of them are. This line actually needs to go to here, and this line needs to go to there. So I'm gonna have to redo this line. I can bring and just shorten and bring it into here. This one I'm gonna have to redo because this is actually your front brakes, this is your rear brakes. Just an oversight, I wasn't thinking apparently. Anyways, no big deal. I haven't put fluid in it yet. Just, you know, if you're doing this type of stuff, you just want to verify when you do have some of it to make sure that you're doing it properly. Anyways, I'm going to throw in a time lapse now. And I'm going to fix these lines. I'm also going to put these new return lines on. Yeah, I'm going to put these new return lines on. And I don't know what we'll get up to after that. I might actually do the line that goes from this side to the other side of the engine. And yeah. Oh, actually, I do have a question. So I originally was going to do an orange color for the accent color. So like this would be orange, this would be orange, the turbo maybe. But I've been kind of leaning, the more I look at the red, the more I like the red. So I've been kind of leaning to doing red. I'm not I don't know, like I thought about green too, but I think green is going to be, I don't know, a little more extravagant than I want for a color. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I was thinking about using basically the same red as this. I will have this repowder coated, I think, just because I would rather have all the powder coating in exactly the same color. So intercooler piping, intake horn, valve cover, I think the turbo, maybe not the turbo, but we'll see. A couple of little brackets, that type of stuff. And then when we go to put the CalTrack bars on, I might have those done prior to installation, and then maybe a few other things. But let me know down below what you guys think. All right, I'm gonna throw it back into time lapse now, and we'll get some stuff done. All right, guys, we're gonna do some, I got the camera on my forehead. Hopefully, this will work. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it. I'm gonna do some flaring because we have to fix this. So, and I wanted to try doing this on my forehead a little bit. So basically we're gonna need to chop this down a bit. This nut up there. I don't know, for you guys have never done this. Like I said, I did buy a hydraulic flare tool. That's the word I was looking for. But for some reason it didn't come. I'm gonna have to reorder it, I guess. Anyways, we will For you guys who have never done this before, this is flare tool, double flare tool, this one. Pretty easy to set up. You just put it in here. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it. And then there's this edge, this flat edge. That's how far you want the tubing to stick out of the tool. This is an old tool. This is one my dad bought. It's a gray brand, is called Gray. I don't even know if they're still around or not, but you just want to get it that right height. Tighten these down. And for the most part, I don't let people use my stuff because whenever they do, they break it. This has actually got a crack in it. I don't know why you had to tighten it that tight. You don't really have to go that crazy on it, but apparently one day I'll probably heat it, straighten it out, and then give it a little weld, fix it up. But bam, then I'm buying a new one. Don't really need it, but might as well fix it. So then if I do need to use it, put it in a pack tools or something like that. So need to fix a brake line on the side of the road, be able to do so. We're doing some racing type things. I have made an awful lot of brake lines with this over the years. The kit would be older than I am because my dad's had it before I was born, so it's a day or two old. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you like me wearing the headset so you guys can see more stuff. Never really did it before, but I can a little bit here and there if you're interested. So, oh, it's actually a pretty nice flare. And basically all you do is you have to crunch it down and then just hit the center so that it goes. It doesn't need to be absolutely perfect because they will center in there, but you want it as close as possible. Because the closer you get it, the better off you are. Looks like I should have maybe cut that just a little bit shorter. It's funny how that works. You get a perfect flare on it and then realize that it's not the right length. All right, let's cut this off and we'll do that again. So one thing with doing custom brake lines is that it's a pretty good chance that you'll probably have to do it more than once. I shouldn't say that. If you do it enough times, you get used to it, but I don't do brake lines very often anymore. And that being said, is when you don't do them very often, is usually when you have problems. So, looks like I'm going to crunch that tubing a little bit. All right, let's see. Flare don't look too bad. Now, to do these little tight radius ones, this is the bender that I used for the other ones. Usually all I do is just look for something like so, to be able to pull across something around. There is little tiny benders that you can buy, but I've never owned one. Oh yeah, it's still gonna be too long. Definitely gonna be still too long. You know, I might actually just straighten that line out a little bit. Again, now after I just bent it. And cut that off again. What we'll do is we'll cut this 3 times and it'll still be too short. That's what'll happen. are. Let's try her now. Oh, actually. There we are. I think it's 13. It is a 12. I don't know if I like the way that that'll look, but we can always change it later. So what we'll do is we'll just leave her alone for now. That was part of the reason that I wanted that new tool, was I can do bubble flares with it. So we're gonna leave that one for now because it doesn't look, the most part, you can't see it anyway. It's just that it bothers me. But now we have this one, which is too short, because it needs to go in there and it's too short. So all we have to do is make this one longer. Question is that I don't know, is this the same? That's not the same. That's the same. That's long enough. This was a kit that I bought actually for this truck, which is fine. Problem is that the kit is for with the ABS module and all that jazz, which we no longer have. Well, I guess technically this truck didn't have an ABS module, I guess technically. So that being said, I shouldn't say that it's because it doesn't have an ABS module now. It doesn't have an ABS module, but for this braking system should have had an ABS module originally. It's just that we deleted that. So, well, I guess even the original truck would have had an ABS module, somewhat. It's just a rear ABS module that I do not want, because they were bad for having issues, and I don't see the point in having an ABS module that is going to hinder our braking and not add to our braking, right? So what we'll have to do here is thread this in there. And these kits actually aren't bad. One thing I do like about the kits is that it comes with all the fittings that you need.
And at least some of the flare's done for you, right? So that's kind of handy. So actually, Christ, this line might just already be the right length. You know what? Let's just put a flare on it and just see, because it might be. See how much longer it is compared to this one. Yeah, actually, it might just be the right length. Might be just the right length. So let's clean up the end here. Now, I realize that I might be doing this. Like I said, I will go into depth on this later. But bear with me because I've done, oops, as I say that, doesn't want to go in. I've done a lot of brake lines over the years. Here's not as bad, but when you're, any of you guys that are in the, I call the Rust Belt, whether you be in Canada or the US, will understand. Anytime you touch anything to do with brakes on an older car, you're doing brake lines. So, for the most part, you're going to be doing brake line. Oh, looks like that one went bit. Let's see. Now that I say that, I'm going to monkey up the next few. Watch. Yeah. Oh, cut it off, do it again. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. It's because I said something. If I wouldn't have said anything, it would have been good. Yeah, it's not. Nah. Let's just fix it. Is actually something for you guys. I would really, after I get this thing done, I think probably on the international I'm going to do some, is I'm going to do a little bit of fancier metal work, I guess you would say. I actually really do miss doing that. I haven't done any in a long time because it was one of those things that it's very time consuming to do. And I enjoy doing it, but there, honestly, unless you have a really good name in it, there's no money in it. And obviously the only way to get a good name in it is to do it a bunch. The issue is that, you know, everybody needs to get paid. So if you're not making any money at it, you're not going to do it. So when I moved to Alberta, I stopped doing much metal work. And not that I did a lot of it there. I did enjoy doing it, but I had access to some equipment that I don't have here, which that I could probably start buying now if I really wanted to. The thing that sucks is that I don't have a lot of space. That one's not perfect either, but I think that one will be okay. Is that I don't have a lot of space to put the equipment. So I have to wait until we get onto an acreage, but I do have some stuff that I can start doing some with, because some equipment that I do have. But I really like doing metal shaping and all that type of stuff. And from what I understand, so does YouTube, or people on YouTube. I guess I shouldn't say YouTube, but I really do I do enjoy doing that. So it's probably something that you guys will see in the future because I enjoy doing it. So I'd just be curious how many of you guys would be interested in seeing some of that type of content, I guess. Just let me know. Let me know down below what you think. Because that is something that I do enjoy doing, but like I said, it is very time consuming to do. Looks cool when you're done. There's actually a couple guys in Canada that I've recently started watching that they do quite a bit of metal stuff. And the stuff that they're doing is the same kind of thing that I can do. And I'm not going to say that I'm better at it or worse at it than they are. Really don't like the way those lines look, but as I'm talking about metalwork, at least they're hooked up right now. I'll probably redo those because I don't really like them, but they're good enough. We'll see. If we can't see them in there, I honestly will probably just leave them, but here we are. So that's done. Got to hook the brake line to the back up, which is super easy. It's just right there. I just got to make 2 bends on it. We have to put an end on this one line, which I probably won't do until I go to put the line in. Or I'll probably just do it actually, and I'll just film afterwards, I think. But it'll be probably in the next video. This video is probably getting a little bit on the longer side. So anyways, we'll get that done. Keep an eye out for, if you want to, for the flaring video. Probably won't for a couple weeks, I don't think, because I need to order a different hydraulic kit, because obviously that kit's not coming. But I am going to do a quick bending video for you guys that are interested in that, because I did have some interest in that. So I will do one of those, or how I do it. There's probably 1,000 ways to do it, how I do it. Yeah, like, subscribe, hit me down in the comments, and remember, it's not rocket science. Just a little quick peek for you guys that are still with me from me working on the Shorty there for a little bit here today. I got the box lifted off the old frame. I had it all unbolted and everything before, but I got a little bit of welding to do. I got to fit the rear valance and stuff, or rear valance, roll pan, because we're putting a roll pan on it. But there's some little some holes in the body from some sort of a trim piece or something. I'm going to weld all that stuff up, clean this all up, make sure everything's kosher as far as that goes, because I don't want it to break out. But I just thought I'd talk about that. This is going to be, I'll be doing that this week. So I'll do a little bit of videoing, doing in that. This box is pretty straight. Now my buddy Matt, you guys met Matt a couple times. He came in and did some paintless dent removal. That's what he does for a living, as well as works on, well, he doesn't work on Volkswagen for a living, but he has a channel doing some Volkswagen stuff. There is still some dents at the very front there that he couldn't reach, but a lot of the dents that he could reach back here are all fixed up, so that's nice. It'd be a lot faster for doing the body work and stuff on it. So anyways, just thought I'd throw that in there. I will be doing some stuff on this, so we're going to be doing a bunch of stuff on the Shorty. I've said that a few times, but as soon as the box is done, as soon as the rest of the stuff is painted, I really have nothing holding me back right now. I'm kind of limited because I don't have the body panels. But I'm going to put, this week, I'm going to put the headliner in, the seats back in, start doing some of the interior stuff, load the doors back up. And then probably, we'll have to mount the shifter. So we'll probably work on mounting the shifter. And then I'm going to do a basic mount for the shifter for now, because when I get the plasma cutter back up and running again, I'll make a new one for it, but we're just going to do a basic one for now. And then, yeah, so a bunch of the stuff, we'll be doing a bunch of stuff on the interior of the truck. Obviously, I have to move this stuff out of the way. And then still, I need to rip this thing apart, but I've been so busy. The shop's been busy, actually, you know, like doing engines and heads and stuff like that. Just the general stuff that I've already filmed before, so I didn't figure you guys are going to want to watch it over again. But yeah, anyways, I'll end this video, and we'll talk to you guys later.